Hey! Today I'm going to show you how to make Olive the Owl, which is pretty quick and easy, and you're going to need all the materials in the description if you want to make her with me. Let's get started. You're going to need to make a body. The video tutorial is here. I used Bernat Blanket Yarn Sonoma, and my pattern for the written pattern I used Purple Sunset. You need to grab, now we're going to make the wings. You need to grab the same color as you used for the body and work slip knot, put your hook, and chain 2. 1, 2, and we're going to do 3 single crochet in that first chain. 1, 2, 3, chain 1 and turn. And you work an increase in each stitch across. 2, 4, and 6 stitches, chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to do increase, single crochet in the next stitch, repeat that 2 more times, so increase in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, increase, and then single crochet. Now chain 1 and turn, do another increase, and then single crochet 2, 1, then 2, single crochet increase, 2 single crochet, 1, 2, one more time, single crochet increase, 1, 1, and 2. Alright, one more increase, increase, 1, 2, 3, increase, 1, 2, 3, another increase, 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3. Okay, now chain 1 and turn, and single crochet in each stitch across. You should have 15 stitches. So chain 1, you have a long tail, pull through, grab your yarn needle, fold it in half, and then whip stitch along the chain side. Alright, and then we're going to pull those ends through. And there you go, that's one wing done. We'll make one more, and then we'll move on to the eyes. Everybody knows that owls have rather large eyes, so let's make some for Olive. Start with a magic ring. There's a video tutorial here in the corner. And now we're going to work 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we'll close our ring and do 6 single crochet increases. We're going to do 1 in each stitch, so increase, and 6. We're going to slip stitch in this next stitch, chain 1, fasten off the long tail for sewing. Alright, now make 1 more and we will move on to making Olive's tail. Alright, for the tail, leave a long tail on it, then work a slip stitch, make a slip knot, put in your hook, and chain 2. Now we're going to work 3 single crochet in the first chain, second chain from your hook. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1 and turn. We're going to do single crochet increase in each stitch across. Chain 1 and turn, and then single crochet each stitch across. Six. Now chain 1, turn. We're going to do it again, but in the last stitch we're going to add an increase. And see, just add an extra stitch like that to make it an increase. Chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to single crochet in each stitch across again. Chain 1 and turn. Alright, now 5 single crochet in this first stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip the next stitch, and then do 5 in this third stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip the next stitch. 5 in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip the next stitch, and then 5 in this last stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now slip stitch in the side, chain 1, and fasten off. And now we will make Olive's beak. To make Olive's beak, I'm using pumpkin spice, and we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to single crochet in the second chain from our hook. If this yarn will cooperate, there we go. Alright, now 2 half double crochet in the next chain. And now single crochet in this last one. This may not look like an owl beak, but bear with me. Alright, now chain 1, fasten off with a long tail, and thread your needle. Well, pretty similar to the wings, except it really is just going to take one stitch. I'm going to go to the other corner, pull it through, and then go through the middle part. And that's done. See? There's her beak. Now we'll move on to assembly. Okay, I'm going to start the assembly. We're going to go in with the beak at round 12. Sorry, at round 10. And then we're going to sew the beak around 10. And then again in round 11. And then secure to round 12. I'm going to pull that through there. And then pull this end to the other side of that stitch, right there. And there we go. And now we're going to just tie a quick square knot on this other end. There we go. And now for her eyes. This is where things get a little tricky. We're going to need our 12mm safety eyes. I'm going to put that in the center here. And now hopefully you have big enough safety eyes. If you don't, there are some alternate ways you can do this, but it makes her eyes bug out a bit, and you don't really want that. Now find the place where you want her eye and put that in, and take your washer and pop it on. I hope you have ones with strong washers. I have strong washers, but if you don't, you might need a different brand. Or I believe I linked. Yes, I have links for the ones I'm using in the description. All right, there you go. Just be careful to sew the edges of this down here in a second. And we got her other eye in. Alrighty. Well, that's good. We'll just leave it like that. No. All right. Thread your needle. And we are going to sew down her eye. Like so. Just do this all the way around. Come up, go through a stitch. Back down right underneath that stitch. And continue this all the way around for both of her eyes, and then pull the ends through and tie them on the other side, very similar to what we did with the beak. Then we'll move on to her wings. Alright, now for her wings. You can do this one of two ways. You could do it like this, and sew the open side to her, or you can do this, and sew the seam to her and have an open wing. That's what I'm going to be doing. So to do this, you're going to need take your longest end, put it on your needle, find a center line, and attach it to this center line. I'm gonna go through the edge here, and then here. Alright. And then up through the other side of that stitch. And then through here again. And then going up, I'm going to repeat this. Both sides of the stitch. Both sides of the wing. Both sides of the next row. Wing. Round. And then the top of the wing. Go back down in here. And then we're going to take this other end and bring it through right below, inside, pull it through, and then we're going to just do a square knot at these two ends, with these two ends. Alright, it's pretty simple. Now do the other wing, and we'll be back. Okay, now for Olive's tail. So we're going to take this bottom end, thread it on our needle, find the center point, and through there. And then we're going to just sew it on. Up the side of it. Not too far, so you want the top feathers to stick out. I'll use this other end. Make sure it's even. And sew that on too. Through here. Down a little bit into there. Quick square knot. And that's it. Now we shall put on the bottom piece. Take whichever end you like. Doesn't really matter which one you use, either from the bottom or from the top. Line them up and then start whip stitching. And this process is a little boring, so I will speed it up for you. Alright. Now tie your square knot. I'm sure you're getting tired of them by now. And we're going to with our ends and pull them through the entire owl. This is sometimes a little harder. Why I buy plastic needles and not metal ones? So they bend and are fine. The metal ones do not. They just bend or break. Alright, there's that. Ends off. Take your hook. Alrighty, she might need a little bit of shaping, but she's done. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye!